for an opportunity. Look for an opportunity to be a business owner, an entrepreneur, a capitalist as you go out there. Go out, find a way to make profit that benefits somebody else. You can always sit down and make money and support your community on top of that as well, and be influential and actually being a community activist if you choose to do that. But if you don't have a business base to sit down that's successful, you can't contribute to the community unless you have a really decent type of job or work as you go through. Business opportunities, 3 categories. It fills a previously unfulfilled need, it serves an underserved market, or it follows some type of proven formula for business success, even a franchise as you go through. Compare the idea which meets these criteria and get ready to evaluate it as you go through. Focus in on the problems you encounter. That really helps you focus in as to what's out there. Behaviors you observe, especially those that are unexpected. Questions you've been asked repeatedly, complaints you receive, cool stuff. I mean, if you like it, maybe there's an opportunity for business out there. You know, we went to Hawaii one time on Big Island as you go through. Somebody sat there, came from mainland, they were a Holly, and they started a business selling gelato. She was a good cook. She liked making it. So she made gelato as they went through, and they started in an awful location as they went through. They improved that location, but their real big business was they started selling it on a satellite area, which was much smaller, higher rent, but they would ship it just 15 miles down the road. And all of a sudden they make a big boom to the point they started having a 3rd store as they went through. And so in a few short period of time, they went from being aliens in a foreign land to all of a sudden now they're sitting down and selling things in 3 different locations and highly successful because they looked for an opportunity and they loved doing what they were doing in the process as you went through. How to capture ideas: write it, type it, text it, tweet it, record it, photograph it, do something about an idea. Get a note page, get a scrap of napkin or anything, whatever you need. Go out and put it in your pocket and get ready for success. Opportunities there. You just have to sit down and pay attention to what's going on. Twyla Tharp came up with this book over here called The Creative Habit. One thing she talks about was how a lot of times we sit down and we pay attention to that time of 2:30 or 3 o'clock in the morning, where we wake up from sleep, we have this brilliant idea and we're looking at it, oh my God, here's an idea. And by the time morning comes, you know you had an idea, but you know what it is. Keep a notebook, pen, or light by your bedside. I've been doing this for years based upon what she said. I write things down, and sometimes you can have a really great idea, and in the morning you think, whoa, that came out of my head in the process. So pay attention to what's out there. On the fuzzy side, there's limited acceptance, there's obstacles out there. Sometimes ideas aren't fully defined. Sometimes there's ad hoc decision-making in the process as you go through. There's idea generation, idea screening, and then concept development. That'll actually go through the different stages and reduce some of the ideas, because sometimes an idea isn't worthwhile pursuing, but you don't know until you start recording it. That's why I really am a big proponent for you, since you're exploring the mindset of an entrepreneur. Use the opportunity canvas to help you define some of your ideas and map them out as you go through. Take it from your head, take it from your thoughts, put it on something that's tangible in front of you. Look for opportunities for an unfulfilled need, look for an underserved market, and then sometimes follow a proven formula already for success, such as a franchise or other model as you go through. Take care.